Welcome back to Hillside Drive, everybody. I'm Greg. Kathy's holding the camera. And here is Mabel.
Uh-oh.
She missed
Oh,
it.
you did it.
Oh, here you go. Here's another one, Mabel. There you go. Yeah. So, for a slight change of pace tonight, it's going to be kind of like Poetry Corner, because today marks the birthday of the great Irish poet and balladeer Thomas Moore, born on this date in 1779. And he has several really, really famous poems set to music, including The Last Rose of Summer and something else that I'll play in just a moment. I actually found myself kind of immersed in a lot of his poems this afternoon. And I'm not a huge poetry person, but I was really taken by the subject matter of a lot of what he wrote. And I guess I'm a fairly old-fashioned person when it comes to poetry. I like poetry that rhymes and has beautiful language, and certainly that's the case with Thomas Moore. One of the things I read about him is that, sadly, all 5 of his children died, I think, before they even reached adulthood, but he outlived all 5 of his children. So he had a life that was filled with quite a lot of sorrow, and a lot of his poems touch on that. One of my favorite poems is called In the Morning of Life, and the last stanza says this: In climes full of sunshine, though splendid the flowers, their sighs have no freshness, their odor no worth. 'Tis the cloud and the mist of our own isle of showers that call the rich spirit of fragrancy forth. So it is not mid splendor, prosperity, mirth, that the depth of love's generous spirit appears. To the sunshine of smiles it may first owe its birth, but the soul of its sweetness is drawn out by tears. So just to the poem is where we really learn to love, and where we really learn what love is not from life's happiest days when the sun is shining, but in life's hardest times, and in life's sorrows. That's where we really learn what love is. I agree with him, and so I just love that poem and many, many others that Thomas Moore wrote. That's a very frequent theme. What I'm going to sing for you tonight is Believe Me of All Those Endearing Young Charms. Now, the way I first heard about this song is when I first was watching Looney Tunes cartoons. So those would be the old Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck cartoons. And there would be this running gag that I've seen in at least 3 different cartoons where Daffy Duck, trying to get Bugs Bunny, rigs up a xylophone where one of the mallet things, or one of the keys of the xylophone, is rigged with like dynamite. And Bugs Bunny's supposed to play If All Those Endearing Young Charms. So the cat plays the wrong note, and he tries it again, plays it wrong again. Finally, Daffy runs in, grabs the mallets, plays it right, and the chorus blows up. And of course, you'll laugh your head off when you're 10 years old, and even when you're 60 years old, maybe you'll still laugh at that. But anyway, so for the longest time, I thought that was maybe just a fake song. I mean, I'd never otherwise ever heard of it. And I'm not sure when I first actually came across it. It turns out to be an absolutely gorgeous song. And Thomas Moore actually wrote this poem when his wife became ill. And apparently his wife was afraid that in her illness, he was going to maybe fall out of love with her. And he wrote this song to say, my love will last through anything that happens to you. I love you for who you are deep inside. And I just thought that was so sweet. And he put this poem to an old Irish folk melody, and the rest is history. One of the most beautiful songs ever written. So here it is, Believe Me of All Those Endearing Young Charms by Thomas Moore.
gaze on so fondly today were to change by tomorrow and fleet in my arms like fairy gifts fading away. Thou wouldst still be adored as this moment thou art. Let thy loveliness be as it will, and around the table each wish of my heart will entwine itself fervently still. It is not while beauty and youth are thine own, and thy cheeks unprofaned by a tear, that the fervor and faith of a soul can be known, to which time will but make thee more dear. Oh, the heart that hath truly loved never forgets, but as truly loves on to the close. As the sunflower turns on her rod when he sets, the same look which he turned when he rose.
Believe me of all those endearing young charms. Happy birthday, Thomas Moore. Thanks for listening, everybody. Take care. Stay safe.